When appropriate, I will be partisan. Those are the words of Karl Rove, a famous Republican advisor and what some people call operative. And he worked in George Bush's administration in some capacities. When appropriate, I will be partisan. Okay? Well, my turn. Carl, it's my turn. When appropriate, I will be patriotic. Which, of course, is always appropriate. So, what in the world is Al on his soapbox about now? Tell you what I'm on my soapbox about. First of all, some disclosure. I happen to like firearms. Yeah, guns. I like to target shoot, but I haven't done it in 22 years or so, but I do like to go target shooting. But I quit because after about 5 to 10 minutes or 15, when I would go target shooting, I would realize what I had. The awesome power of what I had. And it didn't matter if it was a 9mm or 357 or whatever you had, double barrel shotgun. Now, President Obama yesterday, the 6th of January, 2015, and my fault, the 5th of January, 2015, President Obama had a speech and he cried, and he's got some new laws and executive orders with regards to firearms and gun control. And yet the National Rifle Association and the Republicans, let's be honest about it. You want to call that partisan? You're a liar. I'm calling you a liar. That's right. You're a liar. If you want to call myself and anybody that's talking about gun control and jumping on the Republicans, that's a lie. We are not partisan. We are American. And we're telling the truth. Something that the National Rifle Association and the Republican Party doesn't like to do. Well, I'm going to throw it at you, and I don't care if you listen, and I don't care if you don't. Here's the deal. National Rifle Association, you need to shut the hell up. First of all, gun control is not taking away people's firearms. Not taking away anybody's guns at all. Not once. But gun control is appropriate. It is appropriate to make sure that people who get guns are not the criminals or are not extremely unbalanced. That's appropriate. Okay, you got that? Now, let me throw this at you. I don't think the gun control goes far enough. That's right. I believe to get a gun, you must prove that you are not violent. You must prove you're not unstable. And I would add, you must prove that you know how to use that weapon. See, gun control doesn't even go half as far as it should. So NRA, keep your mouth shut. I don't care if you're a multi-billion-dollar organization. I've taken on multi-billion-dollar organizations many times on my TV show. Oh yeah, that's right. Humanity Matters Live. So National Rifle Association and all gun lobbyists and all paranoid schizophrenic jackasses, you need to know what you're saying. So, here goes. If you want to own a firearm, I propose you have to know what you're doing. That's a minimum of 25 to 50 hours training. Well, okay. we'll say 10 to 50 hours training. That's what I would do. Everywhere in the United States, if you want to own a firearm, in addition to all the other regulations, you would have to actually prove you know what you're doing. I mean, come on, people. People are dying out there every day. And you want to know something else? It doesn't make sense that you can get a firearm, but to learn how to drive, you have to go and get a license and have to prove and take tests. I think it's time that President Obama and all members of Congress, that means Republicans, I think you need to make that a requirement. Training and test for all gun owners. Training and test. Proof that you know what you're doing. But I got something for you, Democrats out there. Got something that's going to shock you, Republicans out there. I'm all for people owning firearms. Oh, yeah. For protection of their self, their family, their community, and for our nation. In fact, I even propose an unofficial militia requirement throughout the United States. Now, that will be a different video, maybe. But let me explain. We have one of the greatest militaries on earth, right? I think we'd all agree on that. Democrat, Independent, Republican, right? But we also have terrorism and wars, right? We know about that, right? Well, here's the deal. Instead of having all these intrusive, illegal spying on every American laws, which both Republican and Democratic Congresses and Republican and Democratic presidents illegally have allowed since 2001, yeah, I'm calling them out on that. Instead of that, why don't we require every stable, mentally stable American, every mentally stable, nonviolent American, and former convicts who rehabilitated themselves and were not nonviolent, I say we make it a federal law and requirement. A federal law and a requirement that every American has a firearm. Yeah, I know you're thinking Old West, L has gone off his rocker. No, because here's the deal. If we knew there was a chance that everybody that we met had a firearm, the reduction of crime would start to happen. It's been proven that in some states that actually has an open carry law, crime's gone down. It makes logical sense. If you knew somebody had a firearm, you're going to watch all asteroids. So, I propose gun control. But I also propose gun training requirement. And finally, I propose that the United States makes an unofficial militia, and every American over the age of 18 is required to own a firearm and to be trained. And if need be, the money for the training will be subsidized by city, state, and federal funds. We will protect the United States of America. We will protect every citizen in this nation. We will defend our homes from any attackers. But we will do it with common sense and not reliable Americans, non-realistic, non-reliable Americans, known as the NRA. You need to grow some brains and shut your mouth. Grow some brains and shut your mouth. Because, yeah, we're going to keep our guns, our firearms. But National Rifle Association, members of the Republican Party, and for that matter, any Democrats out there, or independents, or whatever you be, America is going to start doing things right. And if you don't like my background, you know what? I don't like people dying in the streets. So National Rifle Association, like Chris Jericho of the WWE like to say, shut the hell up.